I try to live life with the philosophy of never having regrets, and I've made some very questionable decisions in my life, but I think ultimately there's a lesson in everything.
Demi Lovato sharing those lessons and the personal cost of her own fame growing up in front of the camera.
The popular girls signed a suicide petition saying that I should kill myself.
Her new documentary, Child Star, that she produced and co-directed, now streaming on Hulu.
Everyone wanted to make it in the industry at a young age.
Focuses on an exclusive circle of former teen idols who share their highs and lows of fame and fortune.
I really considered not wanting to act anymore, like if these are the kinds of things I had to go through.
When you are working at a young age, you're excited about it. You want to talk to your friends about it. I just didn't have that support system at school when I was younger. In fact, I was bullied. It was definitely isolating.
The film highlighting the emotional trauma that some former child actors still grapple with well into adulthood. Drew Barrymore, who famously started using drugs and alcohol by age 10,
what's happening?
Was only 7 when she starred in Steven Spielberg's beloved classic, E.T.
I know that things that have happened along the way led to my own rebellion or downfall. Those were all my actions. Those were my reactions. That was my coping mechanism.
Raven-Symoné, who was on The Cosby Show, called her acting career a family business.
Sometimes, though, the parents' dreams might bleed into the child's. And you get so enmeshed, you know? Parents forget that children, young kids, are performing for their parent.
As an adult, Lovato is best known for her sizzling singing career with chart-topping hits like Heart Attack, Confident, and Sorry, Not Sorry. But it all started back in Texas when she caught the acting bug, and by age 9 was cast on Barney and Friends.
We're putting a roof on Barney's house. Okay. This is real. This is me.
She then took the teen scene by storm, co-starring with the Jonas Brothers in Disney Channel's Camp Rock, and in her own series on the network, Sunny with a Chance. But those early years weren't as sunny as it may have appeared.
Do you feel like you had a childhood?
I remember being a kid in Texas, riding my bike around the neighborhood and playing with kids in, the woods next to my house. But I think the later half of my childhood was spent working, and therefore I don't feel like I had the full experience of a normal childhood.
The music tours, photo shoots, and nonstop schedule came with pressure and little downtime.
It was so hard for me personally to stop, because how do you say no to the cover of Cosmopolitan when you know you'll just be sitting at home that day on a day off?
You talked about was sort of the way it took a toll on your self-confidence, your self-esteem, the way you viewed yourself, the rejection, and then seeing yourself on camera.
Yeah. The rejection is really difficult to deal with. Having to separate it from feeling personal is challenging for anyone to understand and go through, let alone a child.
Those struggles leading to onset outbursts, multiple rehab stays, and an opioid overdose that she touches on with Drew Barrymore.
You looked at that overdose and said, I will not go down this way. I won't go down at all. I'm going to actually rise. Yeah.
Lovato also reckoning with how she treated others when she was young and struggling emotionally, including one of her co-stars from Camp Rock.
The last few years of working together felt really challenging. I do remember, a sense of walking on eggshells.
I just want to genuinely, deeply apologize for any stress or any walking on eggshells, any hurt feelings. I'm genuinely so sorry for that. And I look back at that time and I have profound sadness, because I'm how many people did I treat poorly?
Allison Stoner and you had a really special moment. Why did you feel like you needed to do that?
It was important to me to right my wrongs. And I felt that even though I was a teenager with a lot of emotional baggage and mental health issues that I was struggling with. I felt like it was the respectful thing to do, and this whole project has been about healing for me.
Healing that she and other former child stars hope to pass on to future generations.
Why did you think it was important to include so many different generations of child stars?
Perspective. Being a child star for Drew Barrymore looks very different than what it's like being a child star for JoJo Siwa. And I think the biggest puzzle piece that was missing in between those two perspectives is the digital age of social media.
Since 1939, child actors have financially been protected by law, with 15% of their wages going into a trust that can't be touched until they turn 18.
Those laws aren't put in place for social media, and we need to change that.
That change may be coming. Milestone legislation has been unanimously approved in the California State Legislature. The Child Content Creator Rights Act that would require families profiting off of a minor's social media content to create similar trusts is awaiting California Governor Gavin Newsom's signature.
This isn't just for any kid on social media. This is specifically for people that are profiting off of the likeness and images of children on the internet.
Would you allow your own kids to go into the business?
I would say to them, work on your craft and be in school plays, take singing lessons. If this is what you want to do, work on your craft so that when you turn 18, you can make that decision for yourself as an adult. I think having them in the industry any younger than that just is too close to home and something that I want to protect them from.